Hello, 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 hello. Hey, everyone. It's Cobra here. Welcome to the Hard Count Recap. It's good to see everyone. Good to see everyone on this Wednesday. Week 14 is officially in the books. Not gonna lie. It's been a uh, very interesting, uh, very interesting NFL season so far. Uh, Speaking of interesting, the Indianapolis Colts decided to sign a very seasoned veteran, 44-year-old Philip Rivers, who has who is officially a grandfather now. So that is very interesting. We all know that Philip Rivers has laid more pipe than the Super Mario Brothers. And it is official. Philip Rivers will start this next week. So against the Seahawks, Philip Rivers, 44 years old, well seasoned, Indianapolis Colts season in jeopardy. Yeah, let's see what happens. Good luck, Philip Rivers. I also hear that you know that the Indianapolis Colts are going to try to work out Pat McAfee, but that's a joke, of course. Um, I also hear the Jets are trying to reach out to Joe Namath and seeing if he can he still has some pep in his step, but still has some juice in his arm. But we all know that ain't gonna happen. Nothing will save the Jets, not even from themselves. So let's get into it, shall we? Uh, Obviously, the Thursday night game was the Dallas Cowboys facing off against the Detroit Lions, and the Lions defeated the Cowboys 44-30. Um, First off, if you had if you have been listening, first off, thank you. We can't do this without you. We're almost at 100 subscribers. So if you do like what you see, if you're a new listener, like, comment, share, subscribe. Um, we appreciate it. So, uh, like I said, getting back to week 14, um, the Cleveland Browns fall to the Tennessee Titans 31-29. That was actually a game I had forgotten to list last week, so that is my bad. But it was also a tank bowl, so who cares? It's the Titans, it's the Browns. Who cares? The Miami Dolphins decimated the New York Jets. See, that's why they were trying to get to Joe Namath. 34-10. The Seattle Seahawks absolutely ate the Atlanta Falcons 37-9 in the Battle of the Birds. The New Orleans Saints upset the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hold on one second. I forgot to mention that Cat picked Miami to win and cover the spread. Um, when it came to Seattle, I had Seattle. I picked Seattle to win and cover the spread. However, Billy picked Tampa Bay to win and cover the spread, and obviously to lose to the Saints. The future home of Aaron Rodgers, the Minnesota Vikings, made the Washington Commanders lay a goose egg 31-0. See, it's almost like the Washington Commanders, just have not washed the stink of Dan Snyder off yet. I wonder if it has to do with an annoying orange. I don't know. Yeah, kind of sus. It's orange. I don't know. Speaking of, Billy picked Washington to win and cover the spread. Obviously, didn't happen. The Indianapolis Colts fall to the Jacksonville Jaguars 36-19. It is also the end of Indiana Jones in Indianapolis, considering that Daniel Jones, in a contract prove-it-year deal, he was doing so well, and his Achilles decided to do the stanky leg. Uh, who did he? Oh, yeah, Billy picked Jacksonville to upset, so he was right on that. The Pittsburgh Steelers upset the Baltimore Ravens in a must-need-to-win game to keep their playoff hopes alive, 27-22, and the Yinzers still chanted fire Mike Tomlin. They're getting tired of the 9-8 seasons. They're getting tired of it. Speaking of, I picked Pittsburgh to upset because I had a Yinzer breathing down my neck. The Cincinnati Bengals fall to the Buffalo Bills, 39-34. The Bills were favored by 5.5. Cat picked the Bills to win and cover the spread. Obviously, Buffalo fell just short. The Denver Broncos defeated the Las Vegas Raiders 24-17. Keith picked Denver to win and cover the spread, and the Broncos did not, falling just short once again. The Green Bay Packers defeated the Chicago Bears 28-21, proving that the Green Bay Packers still have older brother syndrome and keep beating the Bears up like the older brother. Speaking of, Keith had Green Bay winning and covering the spread. The LA Rams steamrolled the Arizona Cardinals 45-17. I picked the Rams to win, and I thought they were not covering the spread. Clearly, they did. The Houston Texans upset the Kansas City Chiefs 20-10, moving the Kansas City Chiefs to 6-7. I'm going to hell for that one. And for Monday night, and speaking of Kansas City, Keith picked Kansas City to win and cover the spread. That didn't happen. And for the Monday Night Football game, the LA Chargers defeated the Philadelphia Eagles in overtime, 22-19. Cat was the only one who picked the Eagles to win and cover the spread. Everyone else, Billy, Keith, and myself, picked the Chargers to upset the Eagles. Speaking of our bold predictions, the winner of Week 14 was me. In a rare victory, Cobra was the winner of the bold predictions, with Keith coming in second. If you're wondering why we're keeping track of victories of our bold predictions, is because at the end of this season, we will be doing a live drawing of our jersey winners. So be on the lookout for that. We make special jerseys brought to you by Fans Idea of our podcasts and basically give them out. So basically, last year I had won the Dirt and Turf podcast baseball jersey, and Keith won a special podcast jersey, which we have to update later. So, anywho, let me update those jersey entries. 2 and 1 for Keith. All right. So, as of Week 14, the passing leaders have definitely changed. Number 10, Justin Herbert with 2,981 yards. Number 9, Jordan Love, 3,028. Number 8, Josh Allen with 3,083. At number 7 is Daniel Jones, 3,101 yards. However, we all know his season is done. At number 6, Sam Darnold, 3,162 yards. Number 5, it's not easy beating Goff. Jared Goff, 3,334 yards. Number 4, Matt Stafford, 3,354 yards. At number 3, Ernest Patrick Kermit Frank Mahomes with 3,398 yards. In second place, hey, Drake, heard you looking young. Drake May, 3,412 yards. And leading the way is Dak Prescott. 3,637 yards. And I can hear the Cowboys fans now. Dak should be MVP. Dak should be MVP. Dak. Shut up. Dak is overrated, and we all know it. And our rushing leaders. Travis Etienne with 917 yards. Rico Dowdle with 929 yards. Kyron Williams with 952 yards. Javonte Williams with 1,022 yards. King Henry with 1,025 yards. Jahmyr Gibbs with 1,062 yards. Bijan Robinson with 1,081 yards. Devon Achane, not 4chan, 1,126 yards. James Let Him Cook, 1,308 yards. And in first place is Jonathan Taylor with 1,356 yards. And our receiving leaders. Devonta Smith in 10th place with 839 yards. In 9th, shut up, Cowboys fans. CeeDee Lamb, 865 yards. Zay Flowers, 891 yards. Nico Collins, 916 yards. Trey McBride with 937 yards. The Sun God, Amon-Ra St. Brown with 976 yards. Jamar Chase with 1,015 yards, despite not having Joe Burrow for a majority of the season. George Pickens with 1,179 yards. You're still a diva. Puka Nacua with 1,186 yards. And Jackson Smith-Njigba with 1,428 yards of total receiving yards. Week 14 definitely in the books. We'll definitely close the book on that. Which not a bad recap show, pretty quick. So before I sign off, I just want to say, if you are watching, thank you once again. Don't forget, commenting, sharing, and subscribing this episode of the Hard Count Recap is greatly appreciated. Check out our Patreon. We do have a Patreon out there. The Handed Down Sports Media Patreon, for as much as $1, aka an Arizona iced tea, you can become a member of our Patreon. Help support the channel. We also have our affiliate links, and we also do other shows as well, like Biscuits and Penalties, our hockey podcast hosted by Alex and myself. We also have the Dirt and Turf podcast, our baseball podcast, which we might be having a special episode this month to recap free agency as far as big moves. We will also have the Lap Down coming in January. Our friend Greg Farmer will be once again back in the driver's seat for season 3 of the Lap Down. We also have Passing the Pigskin, our college football podcast hosted by Billy. He is a definite volunteer, so definitely subscribe to his volunteerism and listen to him spout college football profanity. We also have the Handed Down Beatdown, our pro wrestling podcast, which was last Saturday. We will have another one in 2 weeks, so do check that out. And of course, our NFL podcast, The Hard Count, which is on every Saturday night at 8:30 live on YouTube. We're also on Spotify, so if you want to check out our old, how far we have come, go check out our Spotify, Handed Down Sports Media. And, we got to give a special shout out to all of our listeners and Handed Down Sports Media. Without us, this podcast isn't possible. Without you guys, this podcast isn't possible. So, I'm Cobra, and, we'll see you on the field. Set up.